Be aware when switching carriers where you're coming from and where you are going to. Hey there, this is Thomas, Tom's Tech Show, and fresh off of the sickness going around, and everybody got it. We went to the Florida Strawberry Festival, and through somewhere there was somebody with it, with as transmissible as it all is. Everybody in the family got it, so we're all back fine. I mean, it was just a lot of coughing and everything else. I mean, the biggest thing we did was not lay down for days and days. Was just to get out, and we went out somewhere and walked the dog for many hours, uh, just to keep everything going. And we're all pretty good now. I got just a little bit of chest stuff left, but pretty good now. So anyway, so today I got kind of tired of T-Mobile, and they're very expensive. Um, and I thought, well, one of these, YouTube channels, basically the Daily Wire, was advertising Pure Talk. I'm like, okay, well, we can give it a try. We can see what's going on, and all that. And so I go over here to their website. I'm like, okay, this seems all right. It's should be fine. You can get a bunch of select your current carrier. It was T-Mobile, and we pick just the base amount of data, whatever, blah blah, and we had like 5 lines, and then it would figure out, okay, you're going to save some money. So the big thing you want to do is put your IMEI number in here and check your IMEI to make sure that your phone is going to be working on their network, whoever this is backs their network. Well, turns out Pure Talk is backed by AT&T, so it's a mobile virtual network operator, MVNO, and they run on AT&T's network. So I'm like, okay, well, that's AT&T should be fairly good. I mean, it's still a GSM network, very similar to T-Mobile. Most of the phones that you look at and you go and find, they're all like, well, this will work on AT&T or T-Mobile, or whichever you want to have it work on. So I put in all of our IMEIs. I get even my tablet. This is a fairly new, iPad here. I want to get it on there, make sure, okay, all the IMEIs check out and are fine. I'm like, okay, well, everything's fine. Let's change carriers. So I go through their little system, change carriers, do all the stuff to port my numbers over, and suddenly in the system it says, none of your phones will work on our network. Well, I just put in your IMEI checker that my phone will work. Well, AT&T is shutting down their 3G network, so your phone won't work. This is like a year and a half old 5G phone. This is the LG V60. There's a version of this on T-Mobile. There's a version of this exact phone on AT&T. One little number at the end, whether it's an A for AT&T or a T for T-Mobile. I mean, almost all the radios are identical, and everything inside the two phones, everything, the same. Well, they said no. I was going to have to buy a new phone, and that all the other phones that I had were going to be gone soon. So it wasn't going to be cheap for me to change to their carrier. They did a complete 100% bait and switch. So once we got over, and then to make things worse, the amount of time, so to try and figure out what was going on with this phone, because it wasn't allowing it onto the network, I called their support. So I sat on hold for about 90 minutes. And they said, oh, we're receiving extra calls because of the 3G shutdown. No, you're receiving extra calls because I think everyone's tired of your service and they're trying to get away from you. So after an hour and a half of on hold, they finally answered the phone and they said, well, I need to move you over to tech support. I'm like, good, okay, well, get me moving. So they put me on hold again for another hour, 20 minutes, to which then the phone disconnects. And I know it was not my cell phone because I was dialing through my computer using my Google Voice number, so that I wouldn't have to use my phone or anything else. I could reboot my phone or do anything technically that they would have wanted me to do. So I dialed back trying to get somebody. Again, this took, it's just hours upon hours upon hours on with these people, and I was done within just a few days of trying to do that. So we've dropped them, and I could not move fast enough away from Pure Talk. It was horrible. My wife kept telling me my phone just doesn't. I get no data, and I can't navigate, and I can't do anything. And she has a uh, Google Pixel phone, right? You would think that would work anywhere. Well, apparently not on this Pure Talk AT&T network. Apparently, it's garbage where we live. So the new one that we've moved to, I think it's called Hello Mobile, and they have been excellent. They're backed on T-Mobile, so all our phones work. We don't have to run out and spend thousands of dollars on new phones or anything else. It's actually like $10 or $15 less than Pure Talk. But whenever I needed anything, I could just chat with them quickly. Within 30 seconds, somebody was answering the chat and getting me information that I needed. They helped me. They got me the Hello Mobile people. The Hello Mobile people. These people. They got me the direct porting number for Pure Talk, so I wouldn't have to sit there on hold for 3 and 4 hours and they'd be disconnected. I got the back door from these people. These people helped me. They actually helped me. So yeah, I mean, we have twice as amount of data, and still even cheaper price than Pure Talk and everything else. And everyone's phone's working, and everybody can upgrade. It doesn't have to upgrade or anything because the phone's too old when they're not really too old actually. So all that is done and amazing. But just be aware. I guess the thing is to be aware of what carrier is backed on your phone service that you're trying to go to. So you can go to Wikipedia and list of mobile virtual network operators and just be able to go through here. So like Access is Sprint, Infinity is Verizon, this one's AT&T. So if just to help you figure out if your current phone is an AT&T or a T-Mobile phone or a Verizon phone and you want to switch to one of the cheaper carriers, definitely stay on one that's your network that your phone is already on, right? And I think probably if I would have called, I guess that's on me. I should have called the Pure Talk support line. Call them. See how long it takes to get through, or get on, from on hold and get somebody to talk to you. If it takes 10 or 15 minutes, that's probably tolerable. If it takes 3 hours, that is not tolerable. I mean, T-Mobile always had a chat thing that within 10 or 15 minutes somebody was there chatting and talking with me, able to do something, right? I mean, there was always somebody there to be able to do that. And that's the way Hello Mobile is. I'm not sponsoring or promoting or anything. That's just the one that I ended up as. They're not, they're just another carrier, and they had pretty good prices, so ended up using them because they're backed on T-Mobile, and everything is back to good. Keeping me happy with keeping the cost down. We're saving about $130, maybe even $140 a month by switching off of T-Mobile. That's good for me. The fact that the phones work, that keeps Mrs. Tech Show happy, and that's very important, kind of thing. So, have you tried to switch? Have you tried to move off of one of these things? Have you found a good MVNO that's works with your phone? Have you tried to jump back-end networks. Have you tried to jump from Verizon to AT&T or to T-Mobile to AT&T or one of those and had it not go well like we did? So let me know and let everybody else know so that we can, find the good ones that are out there. Just because some website promotes it doesn't mean that it's any good at all. So there you go. I've sent a message, actually tweeted at the Daily Wire telling them they should probably drop the Pure Talk people because their service is so bad. It's just not helping them, not giving the Daily Wire a good reputation at all. So you really should be able to, they're very into, the people that they advertise, being on the up and up and supporting, similar policies that they have. So the policy of really, really bad service is probably not something that they want to promote, right? So there you go. All right. Well, I do have a phone. My phone is working. Thank you so much to the Hello Mobile people. I do believe that their support is in India because the people that I talked to definitely had an Indian, and I deal with India a lot in just my regular job. We have contracts with people, companies in India to do work, so it's pretty easy to pick them out and stuff. But they were all very nice, all very, very fairly good English wise and stuff. So that was very helpful, and they got me the numbers that I needed for the porting group. So that was also very nice. All right. Well, let me know. Have you tried to do this? Have you tried to switch and have it gone horribly wrong? What's your horror story? Let me know down in the comments. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care.